Hi everyone, welcome back to Capes Corner Creation. This is part 2 of our part 1 when we made this page the other day. So we're back today to make the journaling cards for this belly tuck and this little pocket down here. So that's what we're going to do. Before I get started, I just want to thank you all for coming here today and watching my videos. If you like them, please give me a thumbs up, share if you want to, and subscribe if you want to. And if you do, remember to ring that bell so you can see upcoming videos. Okay, so let's get started. So the other day we were making this belly band off just what was on my desk, and it was a disaster that day. So today I'm a little more organized, so should be such a long video, but you never know. Things happen on the craft desk. So we're just going to move this over a little bit so you have a little bit of workspace, and we're going to make some journaling cards for this page. So let's see. I'm going to start with, I think, red. I have some scraps I'm going to measure for this space. Alright, so let's see. That's too big. So we need to get our measuring tools. Let's see. So we want approximately 5 inches. 6 is too much. So let's cut this down. I like the red. I don't know what we're going to do on the other side, but we'll work on that. We're here to play. Alright, so 5 inches. Alright. And let's see if that works better. That's good. Now we need a piece for here. Let's see now if I have a small piece. Let's see. Alright, we can make that wider. It's short, so that's too big. Let's cut that down. We'll go with, let's go with 3 inches and see how that looks. And we'll go in with 3. Well, yeah, 3. 3 fits in nicely. But I want to make it shorter, so I think we're going to cut this in half. So let's see, how big is this? I think 2.5 would be good. 2.5 by 3. So let's see what that looks like. Alright. More scraps for the scrap pile. I'm not sure I'm going to leave this side red or on the other side, because you can write on this either side. So that looks good because they're both about the same size, 3 inches. So it looks like one piece. I do still want something over here though. Alright, so let's begin. I think I have some white lace paper that I made. Well, that was a while back, maybe a month or so, for making lace papers. And this kind of looks like snow, if you can see it. Well, it sort of looks like snow. I do kind of like that though, for a background. So let's go with that, or this one. No, that one's too busy. We've already got busy here on the page. So we're going to use this one. And I'm going to glue these on here, so let's put it that way. So anyway, and I want to leave the rough side for writing, so we're going to glue them this way. Just like that. Alright then. So I hope you're all well. Hope you're doing well this holiday season. Shopping. Everybody's shopping online these days. I don't do much shopping at all, really. I've never been one to shop, so I usually make most of my gifts and have for years and years. It's getting harder now that grandkids are getting bigger. It's hard to come up with something for them to make. You know, they have, it's not as cold here as it was where we are from, New England. So here they don't need the abundance of, you know, hats, mittens, scarves. They do need some, but not as many. So over the years, I've made them every style and character hat and everything you can imagine. So some of them have a huge collection of hats. So I don't think they need hats this year. But you never know. Sometimes they'll ask me, can I have a new hat? And I need a blue one, or I need this one, or I need this character. So I crochet them whatever hat they want. But this year, some of them actually want journals, even the young ones. I was surprised at that request. So in between this, for YouTube, I'm making them journals. So we'll see how many I get made. I didn't promise anything, but I figure, well, I'll give it my best shot. So they'll like that. And we're just going to trim these down till they are just all set to fit in there. And one more time. You know, I have one of those big paper cutters, but this is great for the desk. I can just drag it around with me. Okay, now let's see how that looks. I may even make this one a little bit smaller. Well, let's see how that looks. That's good, but I'm not sure if I like it this way. But this way, it kind of washes out on the white paper. But we can make that happen. We could put a little ribbon on there or something on either side. So, do we want gold, green, red, silver? Let's see what that looks like. Alright, let me drag this over here. I think I'd want to keep the red side for the back, but I'm not sure about this. So we may change our mind, as I do. Or some washi tape, that might be pretty. Some, oh, this might look nice. Oh, that does look nice. How about that? Let's try one more thing. Let's try the gold. Oops. I don't know, I think that's a little too much. We could put it on the edge of the paper. Kind of like that. But see, the next paper has the same paper, the next page. So that kind of peeks through. That's kind of nice. I just like the white. I think the red is too much. What do you think? Well, when this journal finds a home, that person can turn them around whichever way they like. So I think I'm going to stick with the white and put a little something on there. Not sure what we're going to use, but let's see. I think maybe a little bit of ribbon. Let's see. Let's see. What do we have? Let's see. I think I have a couple of choices here for us today. Oh my goodness, you know, I clean this drawer all the time. I know it probably doesn't sound that way, but I really do. But if I use 2 or 3, they kind of fall over. I kind of like that. But then there's this. That's pretty. You know, I could just run it on the page right from top to bottom, and then we would run into our, but I hate to take away from the writing space. So I think I'm going to go with this silvery, because it brings this out on both pieces, and then leave the back red and leave this for more writing space, because after all, it is a journal. We don't want to take up our whole paper with decorating. So I'm going to distress this a little bit. Let me get this book out of the way. There we go. I'm going to distress this a little bit. We're going to round the corners, and we're going to add our ribbon for this journal card. I don't like this. It's so fun to just make your own paper. That was a video, like I said, about a month or so ago, and I got carried away. You know, I got doing it one day, and I was making paper out of everything I could find, and it was so much fun. But now it's coming in handy. I'm loving the papers that I did, especially this one, and I have a similar few like it, that I used material and lace and fabrics. It was so fun, and it gave me a, you know, bigger supply of paper that I didn't have to go and purchase. So with a little copy paper and digging through my stash of material, I was able to make a whole bunch of scrapbook paper for my junk journals. Alright, put a little bit on the back side. You don't see much of it, but it just gives it enough of an old look. You know, a little bit of distressing goes a long way. You don't need a lot. You know, as you notice, I'm not, you know, adding more ink here. We're just going to go round and round. Now, let's trim these edges. Alright. So, maybe we'll do one side with the ribbon and something else on the other side. So, you never know what's going to happen on the craft desk. You know, as you go, you change your mind. You've seen me do that. I change my mind all the time. But that's why it's so much fun, because you create as you go. Hopefully this won't be too long a video for you. So, and that was easy. Now let's see if we can get this in the right spot here. Okay, get the right glue. Here we go. Now, just going to run a thin line of glue right down like that. And then run our ribbon right down and pull it tight and hold it for a second so that it doesn't buckle and it's down really securely. But then check it and make sure that it's straight. Because sometimes, you know, one way it looks straight and then, or it sticks to your fingers. Let's try this again. Okay. And then, let me grab a baby wipe. My dog is sleeping here today. If he gets up and makes any fuss, I will send him out of the room. But so far he's tired from the day. An old dog. He went for a walk. He's tired. Okay. There we go. I think that looks pretty nice, and it picks up the gray that's in the paper. Very pretty. Now let's try it in the book, because I don't think I'm going to do it on both sides, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's try it out. Let's see where our page is. I can remember. Oh, here it is. Back here. So this first, kind of like it, just like that. And this one, I'm tempted to turn. But then the paper, I don't know what you think. I don't know. I think we'll keep it upwards. And that's smaller. Nope, we're going this way. Alright then. So another piece right there. So let's make sure we get it straight. I don't want to have lopsided ribbons. But then again, you know, it is a junk journal, so if it's a little off, it's okay. I know I was so worried when I first started to do this, thinking, oh my goodness, maybe I should talk to one of these ladies who have been doing this a long time, and you know, then I realized it's all good, and so now I'm pretty good at not worrying about the small stuff. There we go. There we go. Let's try it. Put this here. Put this one here. Oh, I'm liking that. Okay, so now I still want something here. So let's see what we have for a little bit of something on that bit of piece there. Maybe some music might be good. Let's see. Or some words. Always merry, everything and happy, merry everything. This is only part of the paper, so you're not getting all the words. But I don't think I'm caring for that one. Alright. I don't have any stickers, otherwise that would be an easier thing to come up with. I do have this pile. I'm going to show it to you. Look at my pile. Alright? So from this pile, there must be something. So that's what I'm going to look for. Something in this pile. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Well, I have two piles actually, but I'm not going to drag that all over there for you. Oh, I kind of like this too. I like that, but it's too big. Joy to the world. Santa. Kind of like that. Comfort and joy. I do like that. How about we try and get that off of here without ruining it? Let's try. It's one of those things where like this scrap, probably use every bit of it at some point. I don't have a big supply. I'm not one to have an overabundance of things. So you have to work with what you have, and that's the secret behind this. You can get extravagant, and I think over years in time you would have more things, because after all, all these scraps just keep on happening. And then sometimes you need a certain color or particular looking thing. Now see, that's not going to work. A little bit too big, so we're going to go down just a little bit more. I might lose the top of that, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Make this happen. Actually, there we go. Right like that. Alright then, we're going to put some glue on there. So as I was saying, junk journaling is for the beginner and for the experienced, because as you develop your junk journals, you'll see how they grow on their own. It gives you ideas. It inspires you to do more. And before you know it, you're making beautiful junk journals with very little items. So there, that's nice. Looking better, right? So now these cards, let's put a little something on the back. Now we want to keep writing space on both sides actually, so that's a lot more writing space. So you have writing space on both sides of the cards and on either side of this page. So you don't want to put a lot on here, but I'd like to put a little bit of something on there. So I have these little things here. Let me see if I can get one for you. Let's see here what we have. Oh my goodness. Well, we have Santa. It's kind of big, but let's see what else we have. Oh, we have these little tiny tags. Might be cute, just at the top. Let me see, one more thing here. You see, now I promised a short video, but then you get lost in the paper. Does that to you. Oh, here I have this. These are a little bit bigger. I love these. Okay, these are a digital off the internet, and I really like them. Let's see. How about this here? This little bit of a wreath on the front door. That's nice. Let's see here. We'll use this one here. Well, they're red on red, maybe not. Maybe not. Wasn't thinking about that. Oh, Christmas greetings. How about that one? And it's green. That'll look better. Let me get my better scissors here. Sometimes these little things are great for little work, but other times they take a lot more patience, and sometimes my hands work better with bigger scissors. There we go. Let's move that one. Oh, much better. See? See, I wasn't paying attention to the color. And that's how you keep changing your mind. Things like that. So, and I do that all the time. Just wonder if I get anything done, right? Okay, so we have greens and reds. Let's see, what picture can we put there? I like the green one there. How about a vintage picture of, well, it's kind of a cartoony picture, but it's a, you know, a vintage of Mom decorating. Something you would have saw in the 40s or the 50s by the looks of the outfit. And put this one on the side. I like that. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to, because this paper is so thin, I'm going to try and round the corners in my little gadget here. And I fold it so that it's a little bit, oh, it's not going to go. It's so small. Well, there we go. You always try when you think it's not going to work, and then you try again, and it works. Now this one is going to give me a hard time. And you can tell by the sound of it. It's a funny thing. I can tell that the sound isn't right. Hear that? It's not working. Let's try this side. Maybe the paper's stuck in there? No. Just have to get it just right. And if that doesn't work, that's when your little scissors come into play, and you just do the best you can to round that off, because this is really small, so it doesn't really fit in there. Or you could just, you know, snip off the corners and make them straight. Alright, but that's good enough. Let's try this one. Alright, good enough. And then we're going to distress this too, even though they don't really need it, but I like to give it a little bit more of an aged look, because that's what we're gearing this for. You know, a little bit of a Christmas look, and maybe some little piece of ribbon just across the top, and maybe this at the bottom of our journaling card. How about that? So we're going to snip that, go right across, like this. There we go. And then, where's my picture? Oh, here we go. And put this one at the bottom. So many different things you can do. I mean, they can be from very simple to very extravagant. Whatever your supplies are, whatever, you know, your ideas are. This is just a guide. You know, I'm here to just help you get started, to get an idea, to help others. You know, I am pretty much homebound because of what is going on in the world, but also because of my physical abilities. So I don't do much. I don't go anywhere pretty much a lot. So this whole time hasn't been so hard on me, but for some it's been hard. So this is a great time to learn a project or a craft and get involved in other things, especially when we're so all in the same boat. So let me just trim Oh, sorry. Excuse me. That just came from nowhere. This one I'm just going to trim straight lines because, you know, that didn't go well in the machine last time. So we're just going to snip it a little bit. I don't like it so square that it looks like I just cut it off the paper, so we're going to do this. And we're going to put this on here. There we go. Now, we're going to run this across the top. Just bringing that ribbon from the front to the back, just to give a little character there. I'm going to straighten that one out. Oh. You have a few minutes to mess with the glue. I mean, if it's a little lopsided, you can usually wiggle it around for a minute or so, but not after that. It sets. So if it's not straight, make sure you double check. Depending on the glue, like some glues, you've got, you know, more time, but this one here, it dries pretty quick. So there we go. So we have now a complete page. We have the belly band, the bottom tuck, a journaling card that's usable on both sides. I'll slip right in here. And I like the white paper so that you can actually see our belly band and our tuck. And, oh, and of course I put that upside down, but that's okay. Actually, I probably have time to, no, we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. Sometimes that happens. Oh my goodness. It doesn't really matter, actually, because there's still writing space. So there we have it. So let me move these things out of the way for you and get these tools. Oh my goodness. Oh. Here we go. Clean off our table. And there we go. One more page in this journal complete. I go usually page to page. I don't usually skip ahead too much. I did skip these couple of pages just because I wanted a white paper. And this is also this paper here is dyed with cinnamon. I used cinnamon and spices on this paper, and this, just because this one, you can see it, this blue one is actually cabbage, and they came out so gorgeous. I was like, wow. I didn't expect it to be that dark, but anyway, they're really beautiful. But I thought the blue is nice at Christmas as well, with snow, and just the sky is a blue on the snow. And so that's what we have in here. But I will show you this journal when it's complete. It should be complete very soon, and with any luck, it'll be on Friday's video. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, because I really appreciate all the inspiration that I get from everyone. And share if you like to, subscribe if you want to, and if you do, remember to ring that bell so that you can get all the upcoming videos. Right now, you can stop by my Etsy shop. I have everything there is on sale until December 24th, so you can find the link below here on my YouTube channel. And thank you for joining me here today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.